Up in the tree over there. Welcome back, everyone. In episode 2 of the Madagascar expedition, you saw our team travel from Antananarivo to Ambositra and then to Ranomafana National Park before ending things off. In today's episode, we'll be going on our first night hike and searching for one of the largest chameleon species in the world. Welcome to episode 3 of the Madagascar expedition. Okay friends, we've pulled over to kind of take a look at a beautiful waterfall in the distance, and all along the road here is lush vegetation, as you can see. And this is one of the first beautiful chameleon species we've come across, the Calumma nazutum, which is the pimple-nosed chameleon. The Calumma nazutum. And you can see there that she has a tiny little protrusion, if you will, or I guess a pimple on the top of her nose between her nostrils. And under the right circumstances, it's actually quite blue, almost like a purplish blue hue. I'm gonna move her back into the tree here where we found her. This is actually an adult-sized animal. It shows you the diversity of size within the Calumma genus. She's doing a little bit of that boxing for us so we can see her climb back in. But what an exceptional animal. We're very lucky and fortunate to be here documenting and observing so many of them. While continuing to scan the vegetation, we came across a male. I just want to take a quick moment to sincerely thank Dr. Mark D. Schertz, herpetologist and evolutionary biologist. Whenever there was any uncertainty regarding taxonomical classification of a species we came across, he was just a quick video call away to help us ID an animal. Thanks to him, we were able to identify those two chameleons as Calumma chiasmantoi and not Calumma nazutum. Okay everybody, it's loud because we are right in front of a large, beautiful waterfall, but this right here is the Calumma crypticum, and it is a male animal. As you can recall with the other Calumma we saw earlier, the Calumma brevicorn, we observed that they have the flaps there that make them look a bit like an elephant's ears. This guy's a little bit threatened by me, but you can see the same features, same morphology there as well. Isn't he absolutely gorgeous? Now, because he is a little bit stressed by my presence, he's not really exhibiting the blue front forearms that we saw on him when we first discovered the animal. But if we were to let him be, they would become much more vibrant colored. But as you can see again, he keeps lifting those flaps, kind of like a frilled lizard almost, to give us that "leave me alone, I'm bigger than I look" vibe. I can't believe how many species of chameleon we've come across so far, and I'm only certain that we're gonna find that many more as we move into the park. Here we go. Yeah. Look at that view behind me. Oh my gosh. This is incredible. It's so beautiful. How did I get so lucky to be able to visit Madagascar? This is truly a dream come true. Hey guys. How beautiful is this? I gotta tell you, 3 days over here, quite the workout every time you gotta go up and down to your cabin. It's a lot of stairs. A lot of stairs. Woo! We're climbing, making our way up. Petit Mikey and I. Bonjour. Alright. So this is our room. This is our mosquito prevention numero 1. These are the beds. We have a mosquito net that we can drape over for extra protection. Here's Petit Mikey on his phone, resting before the big night hike. This is our only form of air conditioning. It's very hot and humid in here. And here we have a washroom, little window, pretty nice shower, I gotta say. And yeah, this is where we will be staying for 3 nights? 2 or 3 nights?
Something like that, yeah.
In Ranomafana. So we have a little friend in our room here. I believe this is little Calumma gecko. He kind of makes his way in and out through the door crack. I don't want to... Here you go, buddy. There he is. Now check out the view. After unpacking and getting situated in our lodging, we geared up for our first night walk and made our way back down those stairs to the restaurant. There we enjoyed romazava stew with rice. This is said to be the national dish of Madagascar, and let me tell you, it was delicious. We're just getting into the van now and we're heading out. This is the Madagascar cat-eyed snake. Very exciting. Great start already. Beautiful animal. Thanks, brother. It is officially and clearly nighttime. We're doing our first night hike of the expedition, and as you can see, it is raining, which means amphibians are out. The amphibians are calling. You can hear all the different species that we're going to learn about and discover. I'm so excited. We've already found a few different critters, and I'm going to show you them right now. So much biodiversity waiting to be found.
What's wrong? Oh, what is that?
Like a katydid looking thing. It is raining, as you can
Bus
see.
is here. Wait, watch out. Wait.
That is just ridiculous.
Mike looked up into the canopy. He was trying to find some frogs, but instead, what did he find? We know we love the invertebrates. He found this beautiful phasmid. This is a stick insect, and you can see the morphology of the animal. There are some really cool yellow spines that protect it as it climbs around in the canopy, feeding on various leaves. And, well, I mean, look for yourself. Would you want to try and eat this critter? I certainly would not. Okay, everyone, check out this frog. This is a Buphus albilabris, white-lipped, bright-eyed frog. Biggest frog we've seen in Madagascar so far. Exquisite animal. Makes sense they're calling it the bright-eyed frog. It has bright eyes, the white lip, beautiful webbed feet. What a cool animal. Alright everybody, we've been finding so many chameleons today during the day, but most people would actually argue that finding them at night is the easier thing to do. And that's because chameleons will move down to the end of branches as a sort of safety measure. A lot of the animals that prey on them are snakes. Being on the end of a branch gives them the opportunity to sort of leap away or get away if something is coming in from the foliage outwards towards them. The other factor is that they're usually much paler in coloration as they sleep. And that is a dead giveaway when you shine a light over them. This right here is a female Calumma o'Shaughnessyii, which is the O'Shaughnessy's chameleon. They're one of the larger species in the Calumma genus, certainly not as big as some of the parsonii or parsonii, but they are also pretty big up there on the scale. We're going to continue to let her rest and sleep, shining all the bright light on her. She's wondering what on earth is going on, but what a beautiful animal to observe. Hopefully we find more chameleons resting tonight. Wow.
Let me take a picture of this.
It's hard to believe just how many chameleons we were coming across. They were all sleeping on the ends of branches and really easy to find. Here is a stunning male Calumma o'Shaughnessyii. What a successful first night walk in Madagascar. The Madagascar expedition is brought to you by Exoterra. Make your reptiles feel at home. Whether it's beautifully designed terrariums for housing your animals, feeding and nutrition, products that nourish your pets and help them find their food easier, substrates and habitat decor that allow you to create the most beautiful naturalistic looking homes for your animals, heating, lighting, and more. Exoterra has a wide selection of innovative products that allow hobbyists to successfully keep their reptiles. Exoterra makes it possible to cater to almost any species from almost any specialized habitat. Thank you again to my friends at Exoterra for sponsoring the expedition of a lifetime. Good morning, Ranomafana. Let me tell you, as soon as that sun rises, it gets hot and humid. And when you're situated in a national park, there's no shortage of incredible wildlife. We were making all sorts of animal friends. Like here, my favorite insect, the praying mantis, or this beautiful day gecko. We found so many line day geckos, and they were just out and about basking, very curious little lizards. Friends, today's day hike is going to be very special. We're looking for a very unique animal. A very large animal. Nope, not like this little crab spider. Nope, not like this small chameleon. Getting bigger, but not big enough yet. The forest here was just buzzing with cicadas. We couldn't believe how many of them were singing.
What's up, everybody? This is my good friend Bill Strand, Chameleon Academy. Friends, today we are on an exciting day hike through an incredible forest in Ranomafana Park as we look for the world's largest chameleon species, the Calumma parsonii. Today we're looking for the yellow-lipped giant locality, arguably one of the most beautiful. I guess that's actually hard to say. They're all incredible.
They're all beautiful.
They truly are. Let's do this. Oh my gosh, look at this animal.
That is amazing. This is a female Calumma parsonii. She is a fine specimen.
That is a beautiful chameleon. I cannot get over this. I'm really hoping we're gonna find a male. The fact that we already found this female is just such a joy. One of the scary things about being here is that, well, it took us a very long time to be here. And getting to Madagascar, the wishful thinking and hope that you'll see all those target species, the idea of not being able to find them is a little bit scary because, let's be real, it's not that easy to just come back and try again. We are so lucky with what we've found already so far on the expedition, and seeing this animal in person in real life, getting to interact with her like this is such a blessing. Hopefully, we will find a male. Let's keep looking. Thanks,
right.
Bill. I really
Sounds
appreciate
good.
your insight.
Hello, this is Bill Strand from the Chameleon Academy, and I get to do the question of the day, and I would like to ask, what are the top 3 things a person should consider before keeping a chameleon as a pet?
Oh my god.
Oh wow.
Yellow lip.
That's a monkey, is what that is. That's a lizard monkey.
Do you want me to climb up?
It's not my decision,
We were ecstatic. It's one thing to see all the photos online. It's another to behold this animal in its magnificence, in its grandeur. Male Parson's chameleons are huge. With the help of our local guide, we were able to lower this animal down from the tree by coaxing him onto a large branch. I wish I could begin to describe to you how happy and excited everyone was to find this beautiful lizard. He is absolutely amazing.
Oh my goodness! Guys, this is the chameleon that we came to find today. The yellow-lipped Parson's chameleon. Arguably one of the, if not the largest chameleon species on our planet. Certainly this island. I don't even know what to say. It's like a tree triceratops. Who said dinosaurs went extinct? Look at this animal. Unbelievable. Now, with Parson's chameleons, it's quite interesting actually. Bill was explaining, because I'm learning a lot from him, by the way, I should say. Honestly, all the chameleon information is wonderful to learn. He's great at teaching us. The Parsons actually have many different localities, but there's only one subspecies, and that's the Calumma parsonii chrysopher. Now this isn't a different subspecies, this is a locality. So for example, we have the Calumma parsonii orange eye, and this here, as you can see distinguished by that yellow lip, is the yellow lip. There's also a yellow giant, which if I'm not mistaken gets even bigger than this animal. What's also crazy, if you can even believe, is that this animal isn't even full grown. That's right, he'll get bigger than this over time. Now, these rostral processes on the animal's face here, you can see, are primarily used, as Bill has described, for mating purposes, or attracting females, I should say.
This is just like in any animal species, to where they evolve into figuring out what is beautiful for them. And so these females will look for males that have a certain shape, certain size, and that just perpetuates that they grow these things, because it's natural selection and the females drive it.
Check out this animal's arms. If you're not already aware, chameleons' feet are sort of morphologically divided in two ways. There's 3 toes on one side, 2 on the other, and I've had the pleasure of handling a few other species, but nothing compares to the vice grip of this animal. Every time it takes a step forward and just grabs you, you can feel the sheer power it would use to hold on to a branch during a storm or something of the sort. He has that prehensile tail that acts as a 5th limb, if you will, to help make sure he's holding onto those branches. We'll let him be on his way and see how many more of these magnificent animals we can find in the forest as we move through the trail. Now, you saw the adult male animal just a second ago. This here is a juvenile yellow-lipped Parson's chameleon that we just found. And you can see that when they're young, they don't have the same coloration as the adults. In fact, they're a lot more tan-colored. You may notice that they have these tiny little yellow dots on each side of their body, and these will eventually develop into those large, white, impressive spots you see on the adults. We've been told that this particular animal is in fact male, but I can't comment much on that because I'm not too familiar with the species. That being said, it's really interesting to be able to see different life stages of this species while we're here in the forest, and this animal indicates that they're doing well here, reproducing and producing healthy, viable offspring. We even had the opportunity to watch this little one eat, which I didn't get the best footage of, but here's a little clip to show you him eating a few grasshoppers, and that was a rare treat to observe as well. It's kind of funny to see wild animals so comfortable eating. Now, another thing I want to mention is that Parson's chameleons are very slow growing. Now, you can probably imagine that a chameleon that grows as big as you've seen here takes some time to do so. This little animal might take a few years before it reaches that adult size, and it can actually live to be up to 20 or more years old.
Alright, so while we're in their native habitat, I'm definitely going to try and get some data for them. So this isn't going to be a completely accurate representation of the temperatures where they exist, but it's pretty much the closest we can get without climbing 50 feet in the tree. So let's take a few temperatures and find out.
Let's take them.
21 at the base of the tree. So keep in mind that this is measuring the surface temperature, not the air temperature. You guys see some footage right now. It's nearly 30 degrees in here when it was sunny, and since it's become a lot more overcast, now it's dropping down to like the 24, 25 degrees Celsius, or about 80 degrees Fahrenheit.
Now, Bill, I don't know a whole lot about parsonii, but I was pretty confident that these animals don't like too much heat. As you can tell by how much we're sweating, it is hot in here. What's up with that? Because we're finding the animals.
Yes. Well, so when we were walking up here, we measured 91 degrees Fahrenheit.
Yeah, exactly.
And that is pretty hot. But you'll notice when we actually found a parsonii, it was inside this shaded area, and once we walked into this glen, the temperatures went way down. It became comfortable. And so this is a very important thing for us to take into account when we start looking at the wild data, and realize that in the wild they have so many different options to choose from, and the problem is in captivity we limit those choices.
What I'm getting from this is having a large enclosure is so important because it offers the animals quite a few gradient options.
Yes, I would like to see us evolve towards getting larger than the recommended size, because what we need to do is not just wrap a cage around a chameleon. We need to be able to create an entire environment that the chameleon can thrive in, and that takes space.
Friends, the habitat that we are hiking through contains a large river system, small creeks, and bodies of shallow, slow-moving water. And this is very conducive to the thriving of the amphibian group of herps that we're looking for. This here is a stunning example of another frog species we can find here in Madagascar, the Heteroxylus albogutatus. Forgive me if I'm mispronouncing the Latin name, but this is the starry night reed frog, and you can clearly see where this animal gets its name from. The beautiful coloration. I have a pair of latex-free gloves here that we're going to use to gently coax the animal onto my hand so we can have a better look. Of course, we will replace them between handling any other amphibians to ensure that we don't spread any potential diseases, but have a look at this beautiful amphibian. This animal is stunning. You can see the inner legs have this bright orange coloration. Dorsally, the animal is this beautiful jet black covered in the, well, starry night patterning. Probably one of my favorites we've seen so far. I can't wait to show you more and discover them for myself as well. Thanks for having a look.
Il pleut! Attention! On va devenir mouillé!
Well everybody, Ranomafana is off to a hit so far. We've seen some incredible animals and we still have 2 days left here. Cannot wait to show you what we're gonna find on our night hike tonight. But as you already know, lots of surprise it's gonna be left for episode 4. So take care and cannot wait to see you for our next episode.